Hey everyone, today we're using the movie Pacific Rim to explore the difference between analog and digital signals. Said difference is actually pretty important in the development of fighter jets and other similar forms of technology. Also, obviously, spoiler warning. So the scene in the movie that attracted our attention was when the pilot Beckett claimed the Jaeger called Gypsy Danger, named for the de Havilland Gypsy aircraft engine, was unaffected by the kaiju leatherback's electromagnetic pulse attack, which shut down all of the other Jaegers because Gypsy was analog and the others were digital. So this is probably complete nonsense in a movie full of glorious, impossible monster mega fights. However, Pacific Rim is right about how important the difference between analog and digital signals are. The words digital and analog are often used in misleading ways. Both are usually electronic in nature, but how the signals are parsed is where the difference lies. Essentially, digital signals are information transferred by binary values. Think of it as a 1 or a 0. But an analog signal is a whole range of values. Think of it this way. If we treated analog and digital signals as sounds, a digital signal would be a series of monotonous, identical beeps. An analog signal would be someone playing musical scales on the piano. An incorrect but common way to describe analog and digital signals is old versus new, which is probably what they meant in Pacific Rim. This is an excellent example of an analog device. It is both old and also transmits analog signals. This is an excellent example of a digital device. It is both new and transmits actual digital signals. The closest, technologically speaking, to a Jaeger or any other kind of mech is fighter jets. Aircraft have an incredible amount of moving parts, called control surfaces, and all of them require very delicate manipulation. There are two main control methods for jets. One is traditional manual flight control. This is where the pilot has direct physical control over all moving parts via mechanical systems, basically pulleys, gears, and rods. This technology is still used on smaller aircraft today. Larger and more modern aircraft use fly-by-wire flight control. And as the name suggests, the mechanical systems are replaced with wires that transmit electronic signals from the pilot to the control surfaces. So it's less likely to have mechanical problems, and the pilot does not need to apply remotely as much force as to steer the plane. However, the downside is that electronics fail, and if this does fail on the aircraft, it can be a disaster. So they require at least triple redundancies to prevent any catastrophes. So the older manual flight control method is often called analog, where the fly-by-wire is often called digital. So even though it doesn't quite fit the formal definition of those two terms. Alright, let's bring this back to the movie. Beckett's statement makes no sense. Gypsy is totally an electronic machine with a nuclear power source, so it would definitely be affected by the EMP blast from the kaiju leatherback. Its computer system would totally shut down. However, screenshots do show that Gypsy's mechanical controls are similar to the old-style aircraft mechanisms. It's a partially non-electronic control system, which implies that it could recover from the EMP blast much faster than the all-electronic Striker Eureka. But seriously, guys, this is a movie that accomplished 6 impossible things before breakfast. We chose Pacific Rim because we love it to pieces, and we consequently wanted any excuse to make a video about it. Hope to see you guys next time when we cover the far more scientifically accurate but equally awesome movie, The Hunt for Red October.
Hey, puppy. Yes, you want to say hello to the internet, sweetie? Who wants to say hi to the internet?